Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. I almost said Sword and Shield. I still have not shifted my mind. I'm going to Sword and Shield to Scarlet Violet, but it's slowly getting there. I just beat the Terrapago story, literally just beat it, and it's such a beautiful story. I absolutely love it. We are up against Matthias, who has a really good team. It's kind of scary. The lead I can see him starting off with right off the bat is going to be none other than Glimora, who is honestly weak to Garchomp. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go into Garchomp first. And as you can see, we have a brand new team joining us here. So yeah, it's going to be very fun. Building around a shiny Scarlet, which I absolutely love. This is one of my favorite shiny Pokemon and one of my favorite Pokemon. We hatched this bad boy off of an egg. Used a mint and all that good stuff. So brand new team. Have not used this yet. And I am curious to see how it's going to function. It's honestly a little bit of a slower team. It's not as fast paced as the previous team. So we might actually have to use our brain power just a little bit. So yeah, Alvin versus Matthias. It's going to be a pretty good Wi-Fi battle. Let's see what we got. They are using a Giratina, which is a little, scary. And here comes the Iron Donphan. Iron, what is this thing's name again? What's this thing's name again? Iron something, but I do not remember the name. It's not Iron Boulder. Iron... Golly, what is the name? Okay, really quickly while the name comes back to me, we started off with our lead Garchomp. This is a tanky Garchomp. 6 IV, beautiful. Most of our Pokemon are 6 IV. I'm pretty picky like that. Rocky Helmet, Terra Fairy, because it is a tank with Stealth Rock Spikes, Dragon Tail, and Earthquake. And does it show? Yep, these are our IVs, our EVs. And then we got our defensive Pokemon, Scalar. His music is really intense. Slack Off, Hex, Will-O-Wisp, Torch Song, you name it with the leftovers. We gotta play move. We're running out of time, so we're gonna go ahead and hit up the Stealth Rock to start things off. My opponent does withdraw. I'm gonna scare it off just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and play our Stealth Rock here. I'm not afraid of the Skarmory, actually. Not afraid of it at all. Because what we can totally do, we can actually get rid of this thing with Dragon Tail. So, I'm going to predict that my opponent's going to use Stealth Rock, and that's perfectly fine. I'm going to go ahead and set up my spikes. We got one layer of spikes going for us, and we'll go back to the team in just a moment. But yeah, we're going to trade rocks just like we kind of predicted a little bit. We don't have a Rapid Spinner, from what I recall. But back to the team comp. We got Scizor here, Life Orb Scizor. And it's a little bit tanky as well. Swords Dance, Knockoff, Close Combat, Bullet Punch. So it is a little bit of a sweeper here. We also have Tentacruel with the Terra Dark, Black Sludge. This is going to be like our special wall. Flip Turn, Rapid Spin. If we do have Rapid Spin, Haze, Knockoff. And then Weavile was kind of threatening to my opponent's Triple Axle, Voice Band. Yeah, it's going to be a really great time. And then finally, the Kilowattrel, who we're really not going to want to bring in quite yet. So yeah, we're going to set up another layer of spikes. My opponent is either going to A, Whirlwind, or B, set up spikes themselves. So let's see what we got. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and trade spikes here. That's perfectly fine. I do not want him to set up another layer, to be honest. So I'm going to go ahead. Well, he's going to set up another layer, whether I like it or not. But nevertheless, we're just going to go ahead and Dragon Tail here. I do not mind that one bit. I love tanky Garchomp. It's one of my favorite sets to use. Here we go. Dragon Tail actually hits. Obviously, it's not very effective, but I do not mind that. And the Skarmory does have Rocky Helmet as well. So, info for the brain. And here comes, ooh, Fluttermane. That's not a lead that I was hoping for, to be honest. Yeah, actually, this is a really good opportunity for us to hit up our gosh darn special attack was heightened. Oh my baby Lanta, that is scary. Okay, that's obviously worst case scenario for us, but nevertheless, I'm gonna go into Tentacruel. I am hoping that Tentacruel can go ahead and take I guess a Shadow Ball or a Dazzling Gleam. I think you can totally take a Dazzling Gleam, right? I do not like the fact that we're taking a lot of damage from the spikes or whatever. Moonblast we take, absolutely. And then we reveal our Black Sludge back to green health, which I absolutely like that. We obviously cannot rapid spin, but I'm gonna go ahead and flip turn here. You can definitely hex, boy. Oh boy. And Tentacruel is basically done. Are we gonna take an L for the first time ever? Spoiler alert. Oh boy, I'm a little scared, not even gonna lie to you. I like Bullet Punch. Is it the move I want to do? I might as well scare it off with the Bullet Punch. Mischievous or Flutter Mane or whatever you want to call this thing is kind of in range for a double, you know, for it to get knocked out after, you know, self-rocking spikes and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and Bullet Punch here. It is Life Orb. This is absolutely going to knock it out. It's a frail little Pokemon when it comes to, you know, defense. So that is definitely a knockout. Look at the silver coating on Scissor. Absolutely beautiful. That is one thing I absolutely love about this game, is the texture of Pokemon here. So, here comes the Skarmory. Right off the bat, we're gonna go ahead and knock it off. We're gonna knock off here, get rid of the Rocky Helmet, and I like where we're at, to be honest. I believe Tentacruel also outspeeds, but let's see what happens here. We lose some HP, BR Life Orb, Roar. Okay, please bring in the Tentacruel. And I hope Tentacruel lives. I really, really do hope that we could live here. Let's see what happens. Skeleridge, that's not at all what we want, but we will absolutely take, I guess. Oh, it's gonna take a lot of damage, boys. Okay, where are we at? What does my opponent have? We reveal leftovers. We can totally Torch Song here. Here comes another layer of spikes. We are a slow Pokemon. This is ultimately going to knock out the Tentacruel. Ultimately, what we're going to do, Tentacruel becomes sack fodder. So we're probably going to get rid of Tentacruel, depending on what comes out next. So let's see what happens. My opponent played the spikes and the stealth rock very well. Very, very well. We can respect that. The good news is that we got the Garchomp. Garchomp, again, is our tank. So we'll be able to lash out some damage here and there. So let's see what happens. Iron. Wow, what is that Pokemon's name? Iron Treads. That's what it is. I could not remember for the life of me. Iron Treads. I don't know why I couldn't remember. Music goes hard. Come on, what are you gonna go into? Giratina comes out. Oh boy, a beautiful shiny Giratina at that. Look at that. Hurt by spikes, and here comes the pressure. This thing is beautiful, but to be honest, we got to go out into Tentacruel. We got to go out into Tentacruel here. We got to sack it off. I need to come in and live another day. Yep. There you have it. Our Rapid Spinner goes down just like that. It sucks that I sacked it off, but I feel like I was in a position that I absolutely had to. Okay. Here's where things get a little interesting. Giratina. What do we do against Giratina? Scissor knockoff, but I think we go down to the, you know, things. It's gonna have to be Weavile. My opponent still has Iron Treads in the back. It's gonna be Triple Axle. Okay. We're gonna try to get rid of this Giratina once and for all. All right, Weavile, you only got 2 switch-ins. This is switch-in number 1. And I absolutely either have to knock off. I think I like to knock off. Right? This Triple Axle probably won't do much. We're gonna knock off. All right, if you want to. Woo! He's terrestrializing a Giratina. I'm a fool for taking this battle, but it is what it is. Okay, it's a ghost type. That's beautiful for me. That is actually great news. You utilize your terrestrialization on a Giratina, and I'm gonna knock it off, and it doesn't go down. Oh, that's annoying. Thunder Wave. Okay, I'm a little nervous. Just a little bit. We got to knock off again. Come on, Weavile is a fast Pokemon. Giratina is not a very fast Pokemon. Can we maybe do it? This Giratina might be more bulky than anything else. X is gonna do it for us, right? Oh, we live, baby. We absolutely live. Okay, here comes the knockoff. Absolutely take that. I think we let Weavile go down this next turn. Absolutely. We don't really have a choice. My opponent is using 2 legendary Pokemon, Zamazenta and obviously the Giratina. They're using 2 Paradox Pokemon. And then their last Pokemon, golly, what was it? Glimora and something else. The former Titan comes out. And I absolutely have a feeling that he's gonna, you know, Rapid Spin, which is perfectly fine. Maybe we go into Skelleridge. Okay, I'm gonna swap in Skelleridge, predicting the Rapid Spin. I cannot afford this guy to spin the rock, so we're gonna go into Skelleridge. The one to well trained. Here we go. Not rapid spinning, not at all. Oh boy. Rapid spin, yep, just like we figured. That's okay. Okay. Can we take an attack from this thing? I'm not gonna allow this thing to spin the rocks away. Absolutely not. We're gonna slack off. Just in case my opponent does withdraw, what are you gonna go out into? Glimora. Okay, what does Glimora do to us? I don't know what Glimora does to us. I think it wants to set up more than anything else. Okay, that was a pretty good play in hindsight. Okay, now what we can do, we can go ahead and Will-O-Wisp and Hex. I think that's gonna be the play. I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp, Mortal Spin, Rapid Spin for rocks away, and it poisons us. Is this badly poison? No, that's good news. That is really good news. And the Stealth Rocks also go away, which is perfectly fine. We're gonna Will-O-Wisp here. Totally do that. You can play that game, you can play that card, do whatever. So the last 3 Pokemon that my opponent has is gonna be the Glimora, Iron Treads, and what was the last one? I do not remember the last Pokemon. Mortal Spin is actually pretty good, not even gonna lie. I was caught off guard by that a little bit. Who's your last Pokemon? Zamazenta, who is a very scary Pokemon. Earth Power, please take this. No. Ah, no. Okay, we're hexing here. At this point, we just gotta let Skelleridge go down. Absolutely. Just let Skelleridge go down. Poison, you know, gonna do a number on us. My opponent is burned. Okay, maybe they go down next turn as well, though. I'm just gonna slack off here. That's what we gotta do. Sludge Wave all you want. There you go. Okay. We have not terrestrialized yet, which is great news, right? You going down? Ooh, boy. Oh, boy. I don't know if Scissor can live here. But we try it anyways, because we got the Bullet Punch, you know, to work with, so. Oh no, we're gonna go down for sure. Yep. Okay, that's what we thought. Unfortunately, this does not count as a turn, so my opponent is not necessarily gonna get burned out here. But we got a Kilowattrel. Why? Because Garchomp is gonna be really good against Iron Treads, #1, and it's also going to be good against Zamazenta. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm simply going to discharge. My opponent's gonna go into Iron Treads, which is fine. Either that or Zamazenta, one of the two. We are Terra Electric with Kilowattrel. Okay, it is a ground type. We're going to Weavile here. We can probably win this. Hard probable. Weavile, we're gonna sack Weavile off. We absolutely have to. Woo, boy, this is a good battle. 15 minutes in, kind of. Okay, knockoff is gonna come out. We gotta go into the Garchomp. We absolutely have to go Garchomp. Now what? Now what? Okay, so we are Terra what? Fairy? Yes, Terra Fairy. That's exactly what we are. And I think we absolutely have to try to Earthquake here. We terrestrialize to our defensive typing. I know it's kind of bad because of Iron Treads, but I do not fear it. Please stay in. Please stay in. You withdraw. Okay. Terrestrializing in hindsight was not a good idea. Zamazenta comes out. Oh my gosh, and it's actually the Dauntless Shield Zamazenta. It's not the regular Zamazenta. Why doesn't the screen previews, the team previews show it that way though? Considering my opponent has 2 Ubers, I actually like how we're playing, not even gonna lie. All right. Garchomp, it's your turn to shine. Not bad. Could absolutely be worse. I don't think I outspeed. I'm gonna Earthquake anyways. Behemoth Bash. Oh my gosh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. And I don't think Kilo Watch will outspeeds. This is a shiny Zamazenta. Is that legal? Is shiny Zamazenta real? Regardless of the matter, we're discharging here. We get outsped, don't we? No. We get rid of the Zamazenta. Okay, here's how we could win this. Think about it, right? Iron Shreds gets confused after a hurricane. Let's try it out. You never know. You never know. It's honestly GG's. Okay, this thing is scarfed. And we go down. Matias, really good battle. You outplayed me, but you also brought 2 legendaries, my guy. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. 1-0, right? 0-1, I mean. And we lose against a team that has 2 legendaries, 2 Paradox Pokemon. Sign me up. This team has actually pretty good potential. Very good Wi-Fi battle today. Keep that profile picture. It is your boy, DaddyMac. Smack that like button if you enjoyed. And subscribe for more Pokemon Scarlet Violet Wi-Fi battles. It's your boy, DaddyMac. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.